Assalamu alaikum. Hi students. In this class we shall continue our previous chapter, that is Indian economy on the eve of independence, and we shall continue our topic, that is we shall discuss the fourth point, that is foreign trade. How was our foreign trade? How our foreign trade was been carrying out. First point is India was net exporter of raw material and importer of finished good. Okay. What Britishers were doing? They were exporting the cheap items from India, means they were exporting just the raw material, cheap raw material from India, and from that raw material they were producing the fine product, that is finished product, and that finished products they were importing to India, and that finished product were being used by the Indian citizen. It was one of the main drawback of the foreign trade. Next point is Britain had monopoly control on foreign trade. That is, monopoly control means single control. Only Britain was, that is the British government was controlling our foreign trade. Means only it was a Britain who was giving the permissions to this trade policies, not the India. Only Britain. Third point is wealth drain from India. Or let us see, okay, how India was getting the wealth before foreigners came to India. Before foreigners came to India, India was a major exporter of all the product, and from that export India was earning the fine wealth. Okay, that wealth earned by Indians, okay, that wealth used by the British government to fight the world wars, etc. Okay, that wealth from India was used by the British government to fight the world wars, etc. Fifth point is demographic condition. So let's see how was our condition when we got our independence. First is low literacy rate. Okay, the literacy rate was in India was very less. No one were educated. The present literacy rate was 16% only, and in that only 7% was female literacy rate. Okay, second is low standard of living. The standard of living of the peoples were very low. Okay, peoples were spending their 80 to 90% of earnings to their standard of living, means to acquire the basic necessities, means food, shelter, clothing, etc. Next point is high birth and death rate. At that time the birth and death rate were also very high. Next point is poor health facilities. Health facilities were also very poor. As a result, there were widespread of water and airborne diseases. Next is high infant mortality rate. Infant mortality rate. What do you mean by infant? Infant means babies. Okay. It refers to the number of infants dying before they reach the age of 1 year. Okay, before the baby become 1 year, they were dying, means mortality rate was very high. It was 218 per 1000. In 1000, 218 babies were dying. Now present infant mortality rate is 40 per 1000. Understood? Next is low life expectancy. Means it is an average life lived by a person. It was life expectancy rate was, year was how much? A persons were living only 44 years at that time. Now it is 68 years. Understood? Sixth point is infrastructure. Means how was our infrastructure when we got the independence? Okay, absence of good roads. There were no good roads. No electricity generations, means there was no electricity. Nowadays there is electricity in each and every home, but at that time there was no electricity. Poor health. means the health of the peoples were very poor. Absence of education means the peoples were not educated. Okay, and communication skill was not there. If they are not educated, then how they will be having the communication skill? They were lacking in their communication skill. Okay, but some efforts have been made to develop the basic infrastructure. By whom? By the British government. British government tried to, means some efforts have been made by them, but their main motive was not to provide basic amenity to the Indian people. Okay, they tried to develop these things like good roads. They developed like railways. They established everything they did, but not for the Indian people. It was for their own purpose. Okay, but for their colonial interest, only for their interest they developed it, not for the Indian people. Understood? Last point is occupational structure. Okay, how was our occupational structure? Let's see. Agricultural sector. In agricultural sector, almost 72% people of India were dependent. Okay, almost 72%. Major population was dependent on our this agriculture sector. Next comes manufacturing sector. Only 10%. Very less. Okay. Okay. Only 10% of the peoples were dependent. Next is service sector. That is 18% of the people were dependent on this service sector. Okay. This was our occupational structure when we got our independent. Understood, students? Thank you.